Hello. I don't think anyone's here yet, but that's okay. Hopefully everyone gets notified. Till then, I'll just twiddle my thumbs and figure out where I was. Oh, hello. I made it. Good morning. It's morning where you are. Very cool. It is 6, well, in the afternoon. If you're working off a 12-hour clock, what's that, 1400? But good morning to you. For whatever reason, it does not say on here that I have anyone watching, but obviously you are. So welcome, Alvin. How are you? I have to figure out where we left off last. I feel like it's been so long. And last time we barely got anything done, so. But all good? Good. Good to hear. Alright. Well, we definitely didn't make this part yet. So. Which means we're probably over here. So what? We literally got that one done. We got to like here last time. That was all we did. Greetings. Hello, Petunia. And okay. Yeah, go for it. Just so you know, I'm gonna leave the stream up. I'll just put the loading in, but I'm actually baking bread right now. I like just mistimed it. So around like 6:15, I'm just gonna get up and go do that, but I'll just turn on the loading thing, so it shouldn't take long. Hello, Maho. Here's to hoping we can get further this time. What tank are you building? CV33 tankette. And I think we're right about here. So that's my guess. Also, now that I have this little thing, I could shine the light, but I think it makes it too hard to read. But I can kind of zoom in. We can see if it works at all. There we go. Look at that. So if I need to like if I need your help specifying, I don't know how well it would actually work, but in theory, it'd help. So, but yeah, around 6:15, I will jump, get the bread out of the oven, and then be right back. So, but pasta tank, yes. The smaller pasta tank. All right. So I need A. But yeah, my hope was that we could go ahead and stream twice tonight in order to make up for last time not getting very far. And plus the fact that last week I couldn't film because I was cleaning the house, which ended up being for naught because my daughter ended up getting sick, and then we had to reschedule my other daughter's birthday party because my one was sick. So it's actually happening tomorrow, but the house is already clean and good, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's what the bread's for. There you go. You have my life story. At least my current life. All right, let's see. And I remembered tweezers this time. I'm on a roll today. Oh my goodness. So many teeny tiny pieces on this one. Wild. My life? Is that what that's in reference to? It is a roller coaster, that is for sure. And I reset the router before we started. I mean, I have a good feeling about this stream. I'm also just in a really good mood, but I'm really happy you guys are here with me, especially because I have the house to myself right now, and as great as that sounds, I am a little child and I'm afraid of the dark, so I don't like being home alone. But my husband will be home from work soon, and that's why at 8 I'm going to jump off, and then I'll be back on at 9 to continue the stream. That's the plan. Ever seen Ascendant Fiction? I don't think so. It sounds kind of familiar. What is it, Petunia? channel about... Is he the one who did, like, the history of Girls in Panzer and had the videos of the tanks and everything? Or is that a totally different guy? Oh, wait. Is he the guy who plays... Sorry, I have so many different people in my head. I'm really bad with remembering who's who, too. Is he the guy who plays... No, he's not the guy... I'm... Sorry. Not screw the first person. That sounds mean. Scratch the first guess, because I actually... That was his potential... Is that potential history or something? I don't remember his name exactly. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. This is the guy who plays... Yes, I know who you're talking about. Is he the guy who plays Dream Tank Match like every... Why do I want to say Wednesday? I feel like that's him. Is that him? Hopefully. Hello, peoples. Hello, Echo. Is he the guy who has his own comic book or manga? I'm not really sure which it is. Is it that guy with the spaceships that's similar to Girls in Panzer? Ain't no way, bruh. Peanut Lord? I don't know exactly what you're responding to. I have a little bit of a lag on my end. Not much. In a little bit, I'm gonna have to put the loading screen up because, yeah, I'm gonna have to go get bread out of the oven. But other than that, I'll be right back. And nothing else is really up too much. He streamed today earlier. Oh, that's cool. I've been very busy today. Mostly with the YouTube stuff, admittedly. But I haven't, like, had a chance to watch much because of it. So... Yes. Oh, I'm right about who it is? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm getting where I'm supposed to actually glue this right. Okay, so theoretically the tweezers could help, but I'm kind of nervous about using the tweezers and then screwing it up. Which kind of negates the whole point of having them here, but that's fine. Alright, I think I get what I'm doing. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh! That's my alarm. Okay. We'll have to re-glue that piece. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go get some bread out of the oven, and till then, enjoy the spastic loading screen I've created. Which, yeah, enjoy. Okay, I'm back. I just ran up the stairs, though, so excuse me if I'm a little winded. The bread turned out phenomenal. It looks beautiful. I learned how to make bread from scratch, and I've been hooked doing it ever since, because it's so easy. It's like a lazy person's cooking, baking, but people seem to be very impressed, at least where I live. Yes, it is sensory overload. I love it. I love overlays and all that. Cool name. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, hold on a second. probably show us the bread. It's all the way downstairs. Maybe in a little bit. Maybe in a little bit. It's all the way downstairs and I can't really bring you guys downstairs. At least not with this computer that I'm on. I could post it in the community tab, of course. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll post a picture of the bread. It looks really good. I'm actually pretty impressed. It looks like the best bread I've made so far. It's just white bread. It's nothing special. But I needed bread for the pizza party tomorrow, so. You use glue or not? I am right now. Am I supposed to use glue on this piece? I don't really know. This is a very chill stream. So I try my best. It's a learning experience, really. So, but yes. I'm using, let me close it before I turn it to the side to show you. As I spill glue everywhere, that would be kind of sad. But yeah, I got this from Hobby Lobby. Oh, if it would like to focus on it and not everything behind it, you know, that would be helpful. But yeah, it looks like it's Mr. Cement. Fast drying. Because the other stuff I was using was the testers or whatever was too slow drying. So, but this dries fairly quickly. So, I'm going to put some extra on it just for good measure. Just douse it in glue. It's already glued. It's glued to my finger. So, just make sure it's glued to itself as well. Yeah. Oh, so how are you all? How is your weekend going? Oh. You know 3 Momos? Very nice. I feel like this doesn't look right to me, but I also don't know. I'm just gonna let it go. I don't know if I can make it so you guys can see. I'm really trying here, but I'm not really sure. I'm trying, but I really don't know what I'm doing. Actually, that's not too bad. You can kind of see what this piece is supposed to look like. Do my best. It is actually really glued to me, though. And taking it off of me is going to take it off of itself. No! Oh, well. Yes, are you all having a good weekend? If it is the weekend. I assume it's the weekend for everybody. The Momoverse is real. Bringing that back, yes. I remember that from one of the previous streams. Let's see. You have to make 2 of those little teeny tiny suckers. Oh yes, and tonight I won't have to jump off unless something goes terribly awry. Because my kiddos aren't here tonight. We don't often get a night with the kiddos not here. But they got to go to a very fancy little holiday party with Santa and all that stuff. Very cool, but very far away. Different family members were like, we'll take them. So, since I had the party tomorrow, I had to reschedule that. We didn't end up going. But the girls are still going to have a ton of fun. And that's what matters most, is that they have fun. Your weekend is off to a good start. Playing the VC of your server. Just playing my... but was sadly just by myself. Oh, you know, so I had seen it pop up as a notification, but I was editing oh my god, editing the merch miss from the day prior. Yeah, what is VC? I totally meant to ask and then I didn't, and again, I know like nothing. When I say I am a noob, I am. I am so bad with social media and all this. I'm really trying. Really trying. But, yes, I'm sorry you were all alone, though. Next time I will try and join. But what is it voice chat? But is that what it stands for? Video chat? Voice chat? Those are my guesses, but I don't really know. Okay, let's do these ones. Oh, okay, it is voice chat. I'm sorry you were all alone. Why's my phone going off? Who on earth would be texting me? Okay, this doesn't seem right. I feel like these were supposed to be... I'm using the wrong pieces. These are not the two that are supposed to go together. Take them apart, take them apart. Oh no, that makes much more sense. Okay, hold on. You two. Alright, we're good. They came apart. I was just like, wait, why does this not seem right? Maybe if I read this properly. Oh, okay, so it's voice chat. Good to know for next time. If I am able to, I will join next time. As long as I can, as long as the kiddos allow it. I'm very much up to their mercy. Okay. So, now I know what I'm doing, and I can do it the right way. Least favorite Girls and Fans moment. Least favorite? I'm gonna have to think about that one. I don't feel like that's a question I get asked very often, nor think about. Least favorite moment. You go ahead and share yours. Actually, everybody answer that question. I have to think. It's also been a bit since I've watched it, to be honest with you. But, trying to really think. Do I have a least favorite moment? I mean, I have like a least favorite commander and everything. Or, what do you mean by least favorite? Oh, that's a good point, too. I thought they meant, like, the worst moment. Like, the moment you hate the most out of the whole series. Funny book. Okay, so which one do I think went there? We're gonna think it's this one. And I bet you I'm right. Yes. No. Nope. Yes? No. Jesus. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Oh... This is interesting. Now it's like I'm building a puzzle. Which I guess this kind of always was like that. It always was like building a puzzle. When the floof appears on first episode? Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I really am bothered by any moment. To be very honest with you. I will say what I think bothered me the most, and totally unrelated to, like, the series itself, was my dumbass deciding, oh, I should start with the OVA or whatever, and it being not related to tanks. That would be my own fault, though, because I just didn't pay attention. Though, to be fair, if you don't know where to start, I mean, generally with anime, that is a good place to start, but... Because it was the OVA, right? Where it starts off with, like, a swimsuit going in the river episode. And the second one's, like, them getting bathing suits. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. I thought this show was about tanks. What's going on here? I got so confused. Fancy background. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Gibbs. I saw your comment. I didn't respond. So I'll respond to you here. I'll also respond there in case someone else watches the video and sees your comment and is curious. You were asking how I got into Girls and Panzer or when, right? You just confirmed that, and I can go ahead and answer on stream. That's fine. Where'd that piece come from? I'm such a mess. Okay, no, that checks out. I've made a mess of these little things. I probably should have been more careful, but that's okay. We'll figure out what goes where, and it'll all be okay. But yeah, so the background is just the light that's behind me, which I don't know how well you can see. You really can't. It's that light. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing because it fell over. Now I'm looking at it. Hold on. We can try to fix it. There we go. Does it look fancier now? Can't guarantee it's going to stay, but we'll try. There we go. That looks mildly better, I guess. But it's just like one of those Halloween lights. And I went ahead and pointed at a poster that I got off of, I think I got it off of Mercari, of Lane from Serial Experiments Lane. And I've never seen any poster like it. And I love Lane. So, let's all love Lane, if you get that reference. Yeah, you were asking about that? Okay. So, I got into Girls in Panzer way after it came out. I want to say, I mean, obviously, it predates my channel, because obviously I started unboxing Girls in Panzer stuff on my channel. But it probably was like 3 years ago, if I had to guess. It wasn't that long ago, really. In relation to things, I kind of wish I found it when it came out, though, because I would have been in high school at the time. I actually would have been the same age as most of the girls in that, which is kind of funny. So, but I got into it around then, I want to say. It was one of the times after one of my kiddos was born, because I watched a lot of anime after that time, because when they're little slug creatures, you have a lot of time to just watch TV and rock in a rocking chair. So I was watching a lot of anime at the time, and Girls in Panzer was one of them that I picked up and got into. So, and as for how far I'm into it, because you didn't ask that question, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. I have watched up until Das Finale part, whichever one the French girls are in. BC Freedom. I think. No, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like the Chitan were in the one that I was watching last. But I also might have gotten like halfway through one of the DOS finales. I don't know. Again, when you have kids, everything kind of like you can try to watch something and then, you know, all of a sudden you can't watch that thing. So. But. When did you guys first get into Girls in Panzer? When it first came out? Or like years down the line? And how? I'm curious how you guys found it. Because I found it through YouTube video, that guy who did the history things. The videos talking about the history of the tanks and everything. Oh damn, that's funny because I just started watching it like 2 years ago. Okay, so yeah, about the same amount of time I'd say. Because it's like 2 to 3 years ago would be my guess for me. I just got into it hard. It was like, oh. And then, so what happened was, I wanted to make a figure collecting channel anyways. And I was like, oh, but everyone collects, like, whoops, sorry. A lot of the people who were doing figure collecting channels were collecting a lot of the same kind of figures. And I was like, I'm not into those series of these channels that a lot of people are watching. And that was, like, during COVID or whatever. And then I was like, oh, well, like, I don't think it would work very well. I don't think I could bring anything that other people haven't already said. And then I went to look up Girls in Panzer figures, and I was like, why is there, like, only one review? I think the only review I found is of the Mika that I unboxed more recently. And I was like, wait a second, this is an untapped market. More so, I just was like, I'm going to collect these anyways, and I should probably go ahead and put up videos of it, because I'm like, there's not reviews and videos of this. Like, even the Tanya figures, for the most part, have some review out there. But, let's see. So you haven't seen the other battles of the DOS Finale minus the battle with BC Freedom. I saw them lose, which is the beginning of the next one, right? So have I made it through 2, or am I still on 1 is really the question. I've started it, but my whole thing is that when I watch it, I'm going to have to rewatch it anyway, so I'm not too worried about being behind on DOS Finale, because I plan on watching them all, like, marathoning them. But, yes, I am behind. I own up to 3 on DVD. And up to 4 is out, right? Or not out. I don't think it's on DVD or whatever, but it came out, right? Like, it's out there on websites, I'm sure. Reddit memes about it a lot, and it seems to be infamous in the history fandom. That makes sense. Maho, when did you start? I started after watching my first watched at will anime, Azure Lane. Okay. What? We watched at will? wait a second. After finishing that, I heard of Girls in Panzer and saw the history of videos. Yeah, okay, that's what I've gotten into it. It was until my teacher recommended it. Really? Your teacher recommended it? That's fantastic to hear, actually. I love that a teacher would recommend it. The rest is history. The good news is if you got all the way up to Das Final 4 to go. You've got all the way up to... Yeah. Yeah, I'm behind. Yes, Das Final 4 is out. Okay. Can you do the Ikari... The voice in front... Ah, I can't do it! I'm so nervous about it, dude. I have to practice. I have not practiced. I will do it for you one day, and it will suck. I can guarantee you that. But I will try. I will try, just not tonight, please. Please not tonight. I forgot you got forced to watch some. Yeah, so, Maha, what's the story on that? Now I'm really curious. You got forced to watch some anime, but not Azure Lane. You did that at your own free will? And is Azure Lane any good? I'm curious. There's a lot of good figures, and they tend to go down after market and everything, but I don't buy stuff. I don't know what it's from. And I'm getting glue all over myself again. Technically, my first anime was Pokemon, but when we were children at the time, so that doesn't really count. And I kept forgetting that Pokemon is an anime. I'm in that same boat. Pokemon was out when I was a kid, and yeah, we never considered it an anime. That, Digimon. Heck, I didn't even think, like, Sailor Moon was an anime at the time. Because, you know, you're a kid. You're just watching it. You're like, oh, it's another cartoon. And to be fair, it is. It's just a very well-drawn cartoon from Japan. Maho lore is wild? Really? Oh. You're a very interesting individual, Maho. So, yes. You were forced to watch anime, though? I'm still stuck on that. I still need to know what that means. That you watched Azure Lane of your own free will. I'm also very happy that the stream is doing well. Wow, I have 24 of you watching me? What? Holy crap. I hope everyone's having a fantastic time. Some of you must be lurking. I don't blame you. That's what I do on streams, too. That's amazing. Oh, my gosh. Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy that you guys find me interesting enough to spend this time with me as I fiddle around and glue my fingers together. They're friends of mine. The gang's all here. Oh, nice. Well, thank you for having your friends come. Show up. I'm glad you're all here. Glad you all enjoy. Yeah, our lore is wild. I want to know some of this lore now. I'm very curious. You have piqued my interest. No, actually, before that, I did look at anime with some disdain. Yeah. But Azure Lane made me into an otaku. Azure Lane converted you. So I assume then you like Azure Lane, and it is a good anime in your opinion. Do you have any suggestions on things to display your collectibles? Like cabinets or shelves to use? My recommendation would just be to take advantage of things like thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace. I personally, so this cabinet behind me, I got off the side of the road. Not too far from where I live. It's on the side of the road. It was about to rain, and I called up my husband. I was like, please go pick that up. Because I really wanted one. My cabinet downstairs in the bedroom is one off of Facebook Marketplace. It was more expensive. It was like $150, but it's a full cabinet, glass and movable shelves and everything. It's very nice. And it's not like I wouldn't recommend Detolfs because A lot of people have them. They look very nice. I don't trust their strength. And the reason I say that is because, first of all, they're IKEA furniture, and I'm sorry if you like IKEA furniture, but objectively it sucks for broke college kids. It's not meant to be used as actual furniture. Don't put your very expensive collectibles on it. My opinion, don't own one. Just going from what I know from the really crappy IKEA couch that I happen to have, that I happen to get secondhand. And I see people, like, open up their cabinets and stuff, and the cabinets shake. And I'm like, I don't trust that. So the cabinet that I have downstairs that's nicer is IKEA, but it's, like, a lot more sturdy. And I still don't really trust it. I wish it wasn't what it was, but I was kind of desperately looking for something at the time. And then the last thing is a hutch that I got secondhand. And actually, someone passed away, and they were giving it away for free. So that's how I got all of my display cabinets. I would just say don't break the bank on them because you don't have to. If you go to a thrift store, more than likely you're going to find something. And it might be more of like a hutch. It might look a little older. Like this thing looks a little older. This thing has glass that overlaps, which would probably drive some people crazy. I don't care. But I would just recommend not breaking the bank because ultimately a nice display is important, but you can make a cheaper display look nice, and you don't have to have a display that looks cheap. Like a Detolf, to me, as aesthetic as it may be, looks cheap because it's just like a cabinet of glass versus something with hardwood, you know, it's better made. I don't know. I've restored furniture that I found on the side of the road before, so I might be a little bit of a snob about it. Or even like stands. So I don't actually use, I know a lot of people like those acrylic stands that are pretty cheap off Amazon, and that's really the only kind of advice I can give there. I don't really use stands much. For like the picture I took of the, oh my god, Yukari doll earlier, not that that's what you're talking about, but that I used a doll stand for that didn't come with her, and that's called an Ever After High doll. I used to collect them back in I used to collect a lot of dolls back in the day, so I have a lot of that stuff, which worked. IKEA, yeah. I'm not a fan of IKEA, and that's probably also partially because my grandfather has like literally like shit on them his entire life, but he also can do carpentry, so he has a whole wood shop. He's gonna be a little bit more picky about stuff like that. For a second there, I thought it said not to glue it. I just like spent forever gluing, and I was like, what did I do? But it didn't. It says it for something else. We're still good. Okay, so we have our little pieces here. All our little here. You guys want to see if I can get it to focus so you can see them? Since we have this handy dandy fancy little magnifier. Oh my gosh, look, it's reflecting all the pictures on my ceiling like crazy. Oh well. Yes, I have a whole collage on my ceiling, so. Which was turned out very nice. I would never do it again. I need to add some Girls with Panzer up there, actually, because I don't think there is any. I don't know if I asked this on last stream, but what are your guys' family... my gosh, I can't speak tonight. I apologize. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning, so I have issues with sleeping. Sleeping's like a problem for me, but... What's your guys' favorite animes? There we go. Slow down and ask the question. Right. Goodness gracious. That's 33. Okay, so this is saying do not glue. Okay. I'll do my best to not glue it. Oh, so we have two of the same here. Isomia? I don't know what that is. I assume you're answering the anime question. Mine was, for I think I know which anime that is. I can't pronounce it, but I think I've seen figures for that anime. Furin or whatever. Very nice. And, okay, so these two are the same. Boop. Or old one was Escaflowne. Yes, Escaflowne is one in my top 3. I love Escaflowne. Escaflowne is fantastic. Number 1, probably Girls and Fans, or just because of I'm a history fan. Then maybe Love is War, Edge Runners. Heard of it. Furin and Oshi no Ko. I don't know what Oshi no Ko is. Edge Runners is that the Cyberpunk one, the newer one? Love is War, heard of. Honorable mention, Attack on Titan, Bocchi, and K-On! Okay, I know Bocchi, I know K-On!, and I've watched all of Attack on Titan, and I have all the manga. I've read all the manga. Well, you could probably see Reiner back there, and the Armor Titan. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm a big Reiner fan, personally. But at least I liked him. You know what? So if we're talking about Attack on Titan, Season 3 was the best, and Reiner was peak in Season 3, and then that was that, in my opinion. And very unpopular opinion, I'm sure. But I'm going to say it. I like Griffith from Berserk more than Eren Yeager. At least from what I know of Griffith, because I never read the entire manga. He means my... Oh, my dear... Are you... My dear Konoten. Is that... That's the deer anime, yes? My dear friend? Is that the one you're talking about? Are you talking about the deer girl? Because I do love that. Yeah, Edge Runners is the cyberpunk. Yeah, okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's see. What do I do now? Alright, so this is A33. You know, I'm actually going to put them over here on top of where they're supposed to, like, which pieces they are. That's going to be my new theory of how to make this work. Oh, these are all the same. Apparently. That works for me. Snips. Snips. I need 3 of these. Shika Shika? Yes. Yes, Tilly. Shika Shika. I just realized I need 3 of these and I just literally cut them all off. That's fine. So it looks like we need them down here too. Is that how you spell that? Shikanoko Noko Shikanoko Noko Noko Kishitantan. There we go. My daughter tries to sing that, by the way. It's hilarious. She is 4. And she tries to sing it at the speed of light. As quickly as she can. Because she loves the intro. She has not seen the anime, but she has seen the intro. Ooh, I am so sorry. I just hit the mic. That probably sounded horrible. My apologies. You dear. Yeah, that's how it's spelled. Every time I leave the stream for a period of time, it just stays where it left off instead of keeping it up with a live stream, and it's annoying. That is annoying. I have excellent connection on my end, which I wasn't sure if we would, and if we didn't have good connection, I was gonna blame it on the drones. And all that fun nonsense that's going on right now in the state I'm in. It is fun to say, though. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Same here, sang it before it was out. Yeah. It's a fun song. Now that I know how it's spelled, maybe I can actually start learning how to say it properly. Okay, so there's all our wheels. Ta-da. Them dreaded drones. Oh my god. It's so funny as someone who lives here. No one cares. No one cares here. Not a single. I have heard only one person mention it, and they were from Texas. As a Canadian observing what's going on with the drones, there's drones flying in our skies. I don't know. The government's doing something, probably trying to take away rights or whatever, freedoms and all that crap. You know, because if we're scared of the drones, then no one can have drones. But it'll all be for our own safety, you know? So, basically nothing. They're saying, someone said that some nukes went missing or something. There's nukes missing all over the place. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get too scared about it. If you're afraid of, like, staying somewhere because you might walk on a nuke. And also, if a nuke came through our borders, wouldn't it be gone by now? Like, I'm sorry, who's gonna stick around with something like that? I'm not very concerned, and nor is anyone else. Everyone else is like, yeah, it's our own government, and no one's talking about it. We don't care. New Jersey people, we don't care. But I was gonna blame the drones if the stream crashed. I was gonna be like, oh, it must be those drones. And no, I have not personally seen one. I do know people who have, but I have not personally seen one yet. I feel like I'm missing out. Earlier this year, we had an earthquake, which I had never experienced before, and that was very exciting. And one of my coworkers completely missed it. He was driving. He's like, I didn't feel a thing. I was like, oh, I feel bad for you. It was really cool. I thought it was neat. If it happens, it happens. Not like us plebes can really do anything. Yeah, us plebs can really do anything about it. Well, exactly. I'm kind of like, well, I mean, I know I wouldn't want them to take away more rights and have more power, but you know, I can't do anything. Not yet. Not until somebody does something, right? Nukes, I mean. Yeah. But yeah, there's really not anything that can be done. We're just kind of like, whatever. There was a guy who shot one down. Or no, I don't think he shot one down. He just shot into the air and tried to shoot one. The police came to arrest him. It was really funny. I don't know if you've seen the video. But he's like, the officer comes up and he's like, did you shoot into the air? Did you try to shoot a drone? And the guy's like, oh yeah. How much trouble am I in? It's like, a lot. He was a good sport about it, though. They were both very, very funny. We also had a quake 2 weeks ago. I wasn't shocked by it, but a tsunami warning was issued. Oh, wow. That's scary. Mo, you fake for leaving the voice chat. But, no, that sounds really, really scary. I can't say I've ever been anywhere near a tsunami. Do earthquakes happen often around you, Maho? Because, like, in New Jersey, we're on a fault line, but we don't really get them. You'll join back, but it'll mute the stream. I know, you guys are having your own private conversation. I'm just reading it out loud. Sorry about that. This is unforgivable. You guys are very entertaining. Thank you. You guys make me so happy. I love this. I love streaming. I was kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know. What happens if I hate it? I'm like, oh my god, you guys are so awesome. Why would I hate this? This is amazing. I have so much fun. Oh, and also, by the way, so New Year's, I will be streaming as well. My kids will be here, so I might have to jump off randomly if one of them wakes up. And I also, I can give like an estimate time, but I can't give like an exact time. So, but yeah, no, I would love to be streaming on New Year's with you guys. If you guys will have me, I'll stream till midnight, till the new year. Woohoo! I don't really celebrate New Year's. That's why I'm streaming. And my husband has to work the next day, so he won't be staying up late. Maho, you're from California. Very cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard that you guys... I think, was it Robin Williams who said that's God's Etch-a-Sketch? So, yes, I have heard you guys get a lot of earthquakes. You from New Jersey? Yes, I am from New Jersey. So, Maho and I are opposite sides of the U.S. But, yes. I'm not, like, one of the reasons I don't think I've probably seen any, though, is because I'm not, like, near a city or anything. Or that, like, near the coast. that stuff. I'm over in the farmlands because believe it or not, we do have those. I like the theory of what I'm doing here. I'm really hoping it makes it easier. Whether it will or not, that's a whole nother story. When are you gonna come back to the server? Aw. Yeah, I do feel like the drone thing is like the one thing we have that where people like kind of hear about New Jersey, because otherwise I feel like we're always, you know what it is? Our news is always roped in with New York. Like, always. And that's so annoying. It's like, we're special too. You know what I always actually think? I'm like, really, New York? You don't have enough going on? Actually surprised to hear being farmlands in New Jersey since it's so small. It is small, but yes, there is a lot of actually farmlands. And I grew up in like the woods in the mountains. So, on top of a mountain actually. So, yeah, there's a lot of rural areas actually, but only on like the one side. So, if you're going more towards like Pennsylvania and stuff, midway through the state it kind of breaks off. But even there you have a little bit of like rural areas around like oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. I want to say Jefferson around there. There's some. I've only been over to that area like once, but I remember I was going somewhere and it was just like this stretch of like nothing but woods and mountains for like ever. Mind you, like everything is very close in New Jersey. So like you have, it doesn't take you long to get places, which is really nice. But compared to other places in the United States, that's the other thing though. So because the U.S. is so huge, it might be. You know what I found a comparative to actually? So I went to France once upon a time, and I felt like France was New Jersey. As weird as that sounds, because we stayed in Paris, and I'm not a city girl, so I was like, not really too much about. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I would never want to like live at some place like that. But then I went to what is that? Is it called Mont Saint Michel? Is that the island? The island that's not an island, it's surrounded by quicksand or whatever. Went there, and the whole drive there, I was like, this is literally like New Jersey. So, even the weather was comparable. The geography, the weather, very much similar to France. That's the only comparative I can give, and I don't know if that actually helps any of you. You blackmailed Maho into joining you again. But yeah, a lot of people are surprised that even like I would say most people are surprised that there's like more rural areas. But yeah, like let me think. Let me try to think. There's areas, for instance, where they'll lose power, they'll get power back in no time. Where I grew up, I mean, there was a snowstorm that knocked us out for like 19 days because nobody could get to us. So if that gives you any other kind of idea of how rural, I mean, we were 15 minutes from not being rural though. So it's like, it's not like other places in the US where you're driving like an hour to go find something, because I know some places are like really really vast, and yeah, not so much us. Yeah, the US is crazy big. If you're on Canada has like 3 to 4 real cities people actually live around. Oh yeah, we have like a city for each state. Well, that would be like the capital of each state, right? That would make sense. It's so empty here. Oh, wow. I've never been to Canada. My parents did once. But apparently that's where my family came from, like hundreds of years ago or whatever. They came from Europe over to Canada and then came down. That's why none of my family's down south. Um, but yeah. How cold? I have to ask this actually because tomorrow it's going to be 4 degrees here. How cold is it in Canada right now? Wherever you are. You don't have to disclose where, but I'm just curious. $27. Oh, and also let me guess. So those 4 cities, you got Quebec, you got Toronto, you got Alberta. I don't actually know if that's a city. I know the name, so I'm assuming it is. And then I don't know what the last one would be. Those are my guesses. As an uncultured American who knows very little geography outside our own borders, pretty standard for Americans, honestly. It's not because we're self-centered. It's because we're just not taught that stuff. We don't have the best education system. Especially when it comes to stuff like that. Am I cutting, like, on screen, by the way? I just realized I'm, like, kind of close to myself. Which maybe you guys care, maybe you don't. Let me know. I'll try to make it more visual. Okay. There we go, there we go. You got Toronto, right, but Quebec and Alberta are provinces. Your equivalents of states. Oh, okay. So how many provinces are there in Canada? Because again, I have no idea. Because I mean, Canada's huge too. Oh, and also I have to ask, do you speak French? Because I know some Canadians speak French and some do not. And it's also not the normal kind of French. I say normal. That might be offensive. But you know what I mean. 4 cities. Toronto, Ottawa. Okay, I've heard of that. Vancouver, duh, and Montreal. How did I forget those 2? I know those 2. Those are also... yeah, I probably should have been able to get that. That's okay. Maybe not Ottawa, but Vancouver and Montreal. It's negative 11... Wait, degrees Celsius at the moment. Okay, Celsius to Fahrenheit. I can't do that math. I'm going to tell you right now I can't do that math, but I'm talking 4 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow. So, and Fahrenheit tends to be higher than Celsius, correct? It's not that cold right now, mind you. It's probably in the 30s or 20s for us. But every now and then, it gets really cold in New Jersey. I don't know. Okay, so then this little sucker goes right here. So this one? It is, I guess I don't think it matters. I'll put that one right here. I'm going to say it doesn't matter, and you know it's going to matter. You know it's going to matter. Okay. This is the tiniest little setup here with so many pieces. Maho, why are you trying to blackmail Echo? Most people don't speak French. Only the people from Quebec tend to. Okay. 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that's cold. That's very cold. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have like a warm fire to cuddle up near. Keep yourself warm. Ugh. That is no fun. Are you more used to the cold or no? Because I feel like obviously since Canada's north, you guys colder, maybe more used to it. Because I have a friend who's from, well, she's not from, she moved there a while ago, Vermont. And she used to, like, come here and wear shorts in the wintertime. And I was like, what are you doing? You're crazy. Do, do, do. Okay. Alright, I think we're almost ready to actually build whatever I'm making right now. Whatever these things are that I'm making, I think we finally have all the pieces to do it. God help me when I have to do these treads, by the way. Okay. Sorry, hit the camera. Luckily, I have a hair tie holding it together to try and keep the camera straight. Not fun at the moment, but very Christmassy. True. With snow, you got snow too? Awesome. You wear shorts when it's still cold sometimes. It's a vibe. All right. That's fair. That's fair. Fun story. I, once upon a time, was talking to an AI, like chatbot, for funsies. And it was trying to convince me that it was Canadian from Nova Scotia, specifically. It had a whole backstory and everything to the point where I was, like, really questioning it. And then I was like, alright, we gotta do a Turing test. Did it? It failed. I was like, you're an AI. And it was like, oh man. I was like, why were you pretending to be human? His response was it wanted to see if it could be. I was like, it reminded me of Naruto testing the limits of my abilities. It's like, okay. Okay. And I tried to tell my friend about it because I was showing her the messages and everything. She's like, this gotta be somebody real. This is too real. Oddly specific place to be from. Known for fish and explosions. What do you mean explosions? I know nothing about Nova Scotia. I had to look it up on a map because when it said Nova Scotia, I was like, where the heck is that? Oh, it's in Canada. What the heck is exploding? And why? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was wondering, maybe the AI picked that place because it is so specific. Like, and it had a whole, like, background and everything. I was like, okay, this is odd. Before nukes happened in Nova Scotia. Really? What caused it? Because it wasn't a nuke, obviously. What caused the explosion? Now I'm curious. The Halifax explosion. Halifax sounds familiar. You're a Chick-fil-A? Lucky. Ooh, I haven't had Chick-fil-A in so long. Not actually too far from one either. I actually could probably also get Chick-fil-A, but I ate a baked potato already, so I'm good. But yes, what are you getting at Chick-fil-A? Or what are you already eating? Oh, I bet they have some pretty good Christmas decorations too up, don't they? In their restaurant. They're all about that stuff, right? Okay. Cargo ship carrying explosives and bombs from World War I accidentally blew up in the harbor. We have like a whole Heritage Minute thing about it. It's like 30-second video the government make about Canada. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look that up. That sounds really interesting. Were there many casualties? I mean, I assume since it just blew up in the harbor. And then I have something really funny to tell you about a cargo ship. Similar, but no casualties. Well, not really similar, other than the cargo ship didn't make it. Let's see. So this, it's glued in here. Ooh, this is so fancy. What a fancy little tank we have here. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of people. Holy crap. Dang. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that for those people in history who had to go through that. But yes, okay, funny story time. So I have a lot of military history in my family. And my grandfather, he's still alive. He's awesome. And he was on the Midway, as well as the Ticonderoga, and I can't remember. Oh, Wasp. Okay, I think there's one called Wasp, right? Aircraft carrier. So he was on them, and I was asking him about it, and I was like, was it like, because he was like, you know, helping the planes land and then helping them take off and everything. So I asked him what the most interesting thing that happened when he was on the ship was, and he said there was a cargo ship on fire in the middle of the ocean, and all the ships in the surrounding area just went to go watch it burn and sink. All the crew had already like gotten off of it on lifeboats, but they all just sat there. He was like, it was the coolest thing. I was like, you help, like, you're out on the runway helping land aircraft and like helping them fly off, and the coolest thing is watching a cargo ship just burn and sink into the sea. I thought it was so funny. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And he's just talking about oh yeah, it was cool. It was neat. Oh my god. I love it. I would love to get a recording of him like talking about it. Like not necessarily to share, but just like as a family like moment to have like preserved, to like have him explain the whole thing. Life before the internet, a simpler time, yes. Well, and he also said, like, you get so bored on the ship because there was, like, nothing, like, once you help the planes and all that, and that's exciting at first, and that it's not. The Halifax explosion happened because two ships collided. One was filled with explosives and was set on fire from the collision. Oh. Interesting. And sad. Very sad. Very sad to hear. But that's my fun story about my grandfather on the aircraft carrier. It's one of the reasons I've said if they ever made Azure Lane figures of the ships he was on. At first I only knew he was on the Ticonderoga, and then he was telling me all the other ships he was on. I was like, oh. I have made the exception that I would put down the money to get the ships he was on, as weird and possibly autistic as that might sound. Alright, where did these go? That went there. Okay. Oh, this is very, very fancy, I'll say. That's going to be how I describe it. Okay. Little teeny tiny pieces. I'm holding it to help it dry, but if you could see it, there's no real way to fix that glare, sadly. But oh well, unless you can see it when I beam the light on it, but that doesn't exactly help. Not by a long shot. Alright. Okay, and then this goes right here. Oh, this is a balancing act now. That needs to go right there. Interesting, my family has a similar history, just they were on the side anchovy. Oh, yeah? The Italians? I am not one lick Italian. My family has always been like, because at one point, sorry, let me back up. My mom, my brother, my grandma, they all look Italian. They are not Italian. My mom gets mistaken for an Italian and a Hispanic. And she is neither. But they do not share the same skin complexion as I do. Though I am transparent, so that's a whole nother thing. But it is very funny because they've always been very adamant. They're like, we are not Italian. I don't know what your problem is. Why does that matter? My husband is partially Italian, but yeah, no, we've always been on the American side, as far as I know. But that's still cool. I think it's cool to have, like, family history tied to interesting events in history. Just makes it more, not to use the word interesting again, but makes it more interesting when you learn about this stuff, to be like, oh, wow, so that's what happened. Like, my grandfather stormed Normandy during World War II. My great-grandfather, sorry. He was 1st Infantry in the Army. So, this is not happening right now. This ain't working. But that's how we have the cool guns. The P-38 and the Mauser. And whatever the heck the Russian rifle is that he brought back. Which, that's sketchy, because we were supposed to be allies, so I don't know how he brought that back. But, I want to pose as Nona with that really bad. It's the reloading, it's a Russian revolver. The cylinder, like, pops out and stuff when you reload. It's really cool. I asked my grandfather, I was like, is that, do a lot of guns have that? And he's like, this is the only gun I've ever seen do it. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's true, especially if you can track it to some extent. Yeah, absolutely. It just makes it all more interesting. You like Builds Gundams too, or not? Ah, yes. Well, okay, I have you like Escaflowne, you know, I'll get up and get it. Hold on. Ignore my leggings that have little bats on them. Just because it's staring me in the face right now. Here's a Gaimalek from Escaflowne. It's Dylandow's. I forget what it's called. I made its own cape, but this is one of the original old ones. You can find them for $5 on eBay, by the way, if you want these. But yeah, this was the first, like, mech I built. He's terribly painted, but I love him. I don't care. But yes, I have Sandrock to build from Gundam Wing, and do I have anybody else? I thought I had Death Sai, but now I'm thinking maybe I don't. I have Tall Geese, but that's a very long story. Yes, yeah. Very exciting. But yeah, that's badass actually. Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. So we have the Mauser. Cool thing about the Mauser, it still has the insignia. So what happened in World War II was a lot of times when the Allies would take trophies, and they would take the Mausers and other German guns that had the insignia, they would stamp it out, or the Soviets would stamp it out to either whoever, everybody did it apparently. They would stamp out the insignia so you wouldn't get the eagle with the swastika. But so my grandfather didn't, so we actually have one that's like kind of special in that way. We don't, if you want to hear the interesting part, we found it hidden in the wall after he died. he lubricated the crap out of it and put it in the wall. We think it's because my great-grandmother did not know it existed, so he hid it. So we found it. Oh, look! The wheel spins! I know you probably can't see it, it's so tiny, but it actually, I made it work. I'm so proud of myself. I actually made it work. Now, there's only 2 more wheels to add to this one. But, yeah. We just have his Calvary Carcano thing. I'm sorry, I know that's not how you say that. Is it Carciano? Because the Italians, you guys do C's as chiz, right? Oh no, the wheel's coming out. Alright, we popped it back in. What the right? Oh, rest in peace. Oh, he was my great-grandfather, yeah. He died a very long time ago. It's okay, yes. Rest his soul. He was a wonderful man. But, yeah, no. Yeah. And then, so we found, what else did we find? He brought back binoculars, an accordion, which I have a story about that as well. The Russian revolver, the, P38, and the Mauser. And the Mauser was in his wall. And the, accordion, I actually played with as a kid, which is super crazy to think about. The fact that I just played with it like it was a toy. Yeah. That's my interesting story there. Oh, it's a Carcano rifle. I'll have to look up what that looks like. How were, cause I'm not like a gun nerd or anything. My family has a lot of guns. I only have one. And it's nothing special, cause I don't really like recoil. I have a 22 lever action rifle because I like long guns. I'm not a big fan of actually shooting handguns. But, how were the Italians' weapons in World War II? Because honestly, I don't think I've heard much about the Italians' weapons. Very much at all. No, think about it. Their firearms. I just flung that. Okay. Got another balancing act to do. So this has to go in... I'm just flinging pieces left or right. You love snipers, though? I mean, I'm trying to think. My brother had, like, little sniper airsoft things. I don't think I was ever very good at shooting those. I'm pretty good with my rifle, though, I like to think. I believe they were pretty good for regular guns, all because they were used on horseback or in the horseback. Or in mountains in the desert. Oh, that's cool. Also, I love the long shot, the Western one. I don't know what it's called. One shot reload on trigger. Again, I don't know tons about guns. I can tell you about the ones that I know from my family, and that's mostly it. I am so confused by these directions right now. I am sorry. Think we're just going to guess. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna guess at this point. I mean, how wrong can I possibly be? If it's not able to, you know, move around, it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna be playing with it. I think that's a lever action rifle. Oh, is that what you mean? Well, my lever action rifle can do more than one shot, though. So I guess it depends on the rifle. Mine can hold more than it's supposed to hold, but it's still technically legal in the state. We have actually, so New Jersey has the strictest gun laws in the entire country, which is insane to me, because I would have thought it would have been California, but no, it's New Jersey. So dumb. Lever action rifle. Yeah, I prefer lever versus bolt. Personally. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's nicer. But maybe that's just because it's what I'm comfortable shooting. And, oh, by the way, so if you've been waiting, because I forget who asked me recently, and I'm so sorry, too. Let me just apologize real quick. If you guys ever comment something and then I bring it up in the stream and I'm like, I don't know who said, please call me out and say, hey, that was me. Because I have such a bad memory about specifically, like, numbers and names seem to be my downfall. So let me know if you ever make a comment about something and then I'm like, oh, well, somebody said, please claim it. Because I'm not meaning to forget you and I'd like to give you credit. But now I totally lost where I was. What was I talking about? Yeah. I was going somewhere with that. Someone commented something. Oh, Maho. Let me first catch up on, not Maho in chat, Maho, my cosplay. I'll try to remember that, and then I will come right back. Let me just catch up on chat. Lucky for you, Canada is strict in some ways and not in others. Like, until recently, you could have a one-handed sawed-off shotgun. You want more fun family history? Okay, so I say fun. This is really dark. And mind you, I am not emotionally connected to this at all, so I'm gonna joke about it. So there is, because you said sawed-off shotgun, I feel like I have to go down this route. So my one side of my family is very open with talking about death. Okay, we'll just go there with it. We're very, like, it's chill. You can talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, and there's some interesting things in history, family history, that happened, and so my mom, like, a few years ago, showed me a newspaper clipping of, I want to say it was my great uncle, so his wife, so I guess my great aunt, she was in the newspaper, because she supposedly shot herself in the stomach with a shotgun to unalive herself, as they like to say on the YouTube. I don't know how much of this story I'm going to be able to say. But, yes, would you all like to weigh the statistics of how possible you think it is to shoot yourself in the stomach with a shotgun? And why you would go that way? Because the reason I bring this up, you said sawed-off shotgun. My family had three different... Well, okay, there were many theories. Many theories. So my theory was that her husband... Well, actually, my theory was that one of her kids accidentally shot her. Was my guess. And that they tried to cover that up because they didn't want to doom the kid for all eternity. Because, yeah, she had kids, which is the saddest part of the story, for sure. But, so my brother had this whole entire idea that, oh, maybe there was, like, some affair going on and her husband killed her. And then my mom was like, well, maybe she did do it, and it was a sawed-off shotgun. I was like, what? And then my brother was like, hey, wait, where's the shotgun? Because he wanted the gun. I'm like, dude. We're very morbid. Yeah. Yes, this is very morbid, but also, like, it's funny, because it's so far removed. Like, we didn't know these people, and this is just the way my family is. This is how we deal with things. We just kind of joke about them. I mean, it's not like anything can be done now, and the police report and everything, we're like, nope, she totally did it to herself. Thoughts? You think she did it to herself, guys? I don't think I could do that to myself. I don't think my arms are long enough. Like, So, that's some more fun family history of mine for you guys. I got a lot of stories. A lot of weird stories in my family. But there you go. Not as cool as the war stories or what. Well, not even war stories, but... Oh, it was sawed off. Must have been an unalive thing. I like this logic. Well, that's the thing. So it didn't say in the article if it was sawed off. My mom just assumed it was. She's like, oh, it must have been a sawed off shotgun. I'm like, why? I'm pretty sure this woman was murdered. I'm pretty sure this was murder. Like, come on. There's no way. But yeah, the police are like, oh, yep, nope, totally. It was... It's like, what the heck? Oh, man. But, yeah. I don't know. Fun family history. Not really fun. I mean that sarcastically, obviously. But it is interesting. It is very interesting when you have those kind of stories. But, yeah. Anyways, back to the Maho thing. So, my Maho video where I dressed up as Maho and the video did really, really well, which was awesome. I said in it I wanted to go shooting. What did I really... Wait, what did I really into? Oh, hi, Pappy! Hi, Pappy Tinkers. A different time back then. True. We were talking about family history. Sorry. Jesus, yeah. Yes, Pappy Tinkers. The TLDR, the short version, is that my great aunt, in the newspaper, it said that she had unalived herself with a shotgun blast to the stomach. I didn't know this woman. You don't have to. I'm not emotionally attached to the story. That's why I'm giggling. So my family's very morbid, and when we heard this story, or when we read it, the old newspaper clipping, we all had our own theories. And my mom was like, maybe it was a sawed-off shotgun, because I was like, this woman was definitely murdered. Like, you can't physically. What, did she pull the trigger with her toe? Like, how the police were like, oh, no foul play here. But yeah, so that's the long and the short of it. I was just telling this story because we've talked about other family history too, fun family history, more relative to, stuff. We were talking specifically about like World War II and stuff like that. It was fun. It was fun. It was good. Good conversation. But what I wanted to go back to and say was that the Maho video I did where I unboxed the Maho and I dressed up as her and everything. In that video, I say that I'm going to shoot the Mousert, and I had planned to, but awesome news, I'm officially an aunt. So my brother had a kiddo. Well, obviously his wife had a kiddo, but so I'm officially an aunt. So that video is getting delayed for a while because there's a lot of moving pieces to that. It's his gun because he has the Spanish version of the Mausert because the Spanish copied the Mausert, the German Mausert, and we don't want to shoot the actual German Mausert that my great-grandfather brought back because we don't want to ruin it in any sort of way. So that's more of like a family heirloom, not meant to be shot in our opinion. And so I was going to shoot that, take pictures with the real one, shoot the Spanish one, and the problem was that I had to get him on, figure out his schedule in order to do it, my husband's schedule in order to film it, and my mom's schedule in order to watch the kids, and then we weren't shooting it on our own property, we were shooting on family friends' property, so we were going to have to get their permission, and I almost had it all figured out, and that's when I got the concussion. So, it's, life is what it is, but now I am an aunt, so yes, thank you, Mr. Gibbs. I'm so excited. It's like, I wonder if this is how he felt when he became an uncle. I wonder if it was as exciting. I got the little kiddo something really cute for Christmas that I think will work out really well. It's a plushy thing, but I won't say any more in case my brother is watching. I doubt he is, but he could be. I never want to, risk that kind of thing. So, and we have currently another half hour left building this. So let me go ahead and, because that's drying and I'm kind of scared to touch it. Also, Pappy, look at what I'm doing, because you like to build. See? I put the pieces on the picture to try and help me not mess up, because I messed up really royally. That's why I have these little pieces over here that are kind of done. And I got a new light. Look at that. And I can kind of do this, but you get a little bit of the reflection of my ceiling, which I can't really help. But I'm working on it, and I know you build, so I figured you might appreciate this little thing. Oh no, it's all fuzzy now. Come on. Come back to Earth. Camera. Alright. Well, as I try to figure it out. So the talk about the Maho cosplay reminded me of that video. You said you'd shoot the Mauser in cosplay. Are you going to do that eventually? Yes, so that's what I was talking about. So, yes. The issue was that there's a bunch of turning wheels. Basically, I have to get everything to align. So, I have to be... Well, I'm not really the issue so much. I mean, it is because of my schedule, but I need to get my someone to watch my kids while my husband films. It's my brother's gun, so he's gonna go shooting with me. We're going shooting at a family friend's place, and then outside of that, I as part of the video, I want to pose with the actual German Mauser because I'm gonna actually shoot a replica, which is the Spanish version, because the Spanish copied the German. That's what I was trying to explain. Was that basically gonna just do that. How often do you stream by chance? I try to stream every Saturday. I just started, though, a few weeks ago. I didn't stream last week because I was getting the house ready for my daughter's birthday party, which didn't end up happening because my other daughter got sick. So that's actually happening tomorrow, but the house is already clean and ready, and they're away, so I can stream. And I will also be I'll be streaming again tonight. I'm gonna stream again at 9. I just need like an hour break to go see my husband because he should be about home now, because he worked today, and so I can go have dinner with him or just chill out with him. I have like half my dinner eaten up here, and I was like, oh, I gotta get on stream so I can reheat that and chill out with him for a bit, and then I'll hop back on. That's not a bad idea when there are lots of small pieces like that. It helps getting them oriented that way. Exactly, because it's like so tiny. There are so many little pieces, and this is gonna end up being like a little tiny. Like, I mean, this one's almost done, and those are all that is gonna go into that because they're exactly the same. So I was like, I'm just gonna put them like that. I figured that made sense. Thank you for your approval. You know this much better than I do. So, oh, but what I wanted to say was on the community post. Oh wait. Oh my god. My brain is moving like way too quick. So yes, I will be shooting the Mauser. Going back to that. Mauser, however you say it. But my brother, yay for him, just became a dad. So getting him able to shoot might take a little bit because now he's going to have to find someone to watch his kid. And I mean, the kid was literally born like days ago. So hopefully it'll be soon enough. I have another plan of something else I might also want to do in cosplay. That'd be really fun. I don't know how much you guys would be interested, and I'd have to practice a little bit. But I have been thinking about doing a little dance. Specifically, oh, thank you. Yes, congratulations to him. So yes, now I'm an aunt. But I talk about music a lot in my videos. I mean, considering I'm a figure collector on YouTube, like, I talk about figures. Oh my gosh, of course I talk about figures, but I talk about music a bit, and I do like to do agro-techy industrial, I guess it's called industrial dance, but it's usually not that kind of music. Anyways, so there's a really good German song, a really good Russian song that I love to dance to, and I would love to dance to them in cosplay and do like different edits to like the different guns and dressed up as like Maho for the one and Nona as the other. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. Can't promise that would happen anytime soon either, but at least that I'm not like reliant on my brother and all those other cogs to like all align for. I would just need me, someone to watch the kids, and then my husband to record for me. So, and even that, I don't even know if I need that because I might just be able to do that from Onko Dance when I would, but I don't think I could wear that outfit. I could do it. I have my Ori outfit. I could do that. I learned how to do that and would totally put up a dance of that. LOL, you're welcome. You'll have to check out the tiny camera, binoculars, and telescope that I scratch built today for my own models. Oh, cool. I'm very interested. I will have to go ahead and see that. Oh, hello, Bluebells. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas. Hope you have a Merry Christmas too. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. I said earlier in the stream, but in case you missed it, I will also be live on New Year's Eve, I guess. Yes. Whenever the ball's supposed to drop or whatever the heck. I don't celebrate New Year's, and my husband has to work the next day, so I will have the kids here, so I might get interrupted and have to like all of a sudden like jump off, but I would love to go ahead and stream because I don't have to work the next day, so I just am watching the kiddos, which is fun. So I have no idea what industrial dance is, but could be interesting. So okay, how do I explain this? You know that really it's a meme of those like all those people, those like edgy goth kids dancing under a bridge. That's a really bad example because people put it to all kinds of music, but it's basically that. But I don't care. I mean, I'm cringy. I like that though. I think cringe is fun. I think it means you're human because we're all a little weird from now and then, you know? I agree. We need the Anko dance. Also, if you start to post dance edits, yeah, I think it would be fun to do the Anko dance. I just don't think I could do it in that. I'm not comfortable in that outfit. But I would, which I think was the whole point of them having to do it, right? It was embarrassing because of the outfit and everything. But I would do it in the Ori outfit, which I have. So I could do that. I can learn how to do that and do a little video. I guess then the question is, do I go full cosplay? And then the further question is, because I could do this, do I learn the dance and then cosplay each of the Anko girls and then edit it to look like 5 of me dressed as the different characters dancing it together? And no outfit is understandable? Yeah. Oh, also, let me know if my mic is too close to me, because every now and then it's going into the red, and I'm like, oh god. Because I have it kind of close. I mean, you can see it. See this? That's my microphone. It's attached to a Turtle Beach headphones. Call of Duty from way back in the day. It's probably not the best quality, but it works. But yes. Okay, back to what I was saying though. So, I mentioned on the posts, the community posts, that would look cursed. Yeah, well, I mean... yes. So, oh my gosh. It would be peak in the Girls in Panzer fandom if you did that. If you do that, if I do the 5 of me. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for you guys. I'll learn how to do the stupid dance. Oh, man. It'd be fun, though. I don't know, it's fun. Oh, and be careful of old surplus 8mm ammo for the Mauser. Let someone else test it first. I had a bunch that wouldn't go off for like 3 seconds after pulling the trigger. Oh, I think my brother was actually telling me about that. So we're not, my brother has like newer ammo for the Spanish one, but he was telling me about some old ammo. I don't know if he was talking about the Mauser specifically, because he has like a whole freaking arsenal of guns, but he was talking about something with old ammo, and it was taking a bit to like go off. So I have heard that. I don't shoot without him, to be honest. I haven't been shooting long enough to feel comfortable shooting alone, just in case something does, like if something gets jammed or whatever. I really don't know what to do in that situation. Like, I would probably just put the gun on the ground and walk away and then call someone. I'm not comfortable enough, and if I'm not comfortable enough to shoot it alone, I'm not going to shoot alone, because that's the smartest thing to do, in my opinion. But yeah, so, but he's very good. And when it comes to my own gun, I've mentioned this before, but I'm a little nervous about shooting the Mauser, to be really honest with you. I'm a little bit nervous because I really only shoot 22 because I don't like kickback or recoil or whatever you want to call it. I don't like that feeling. So I generally shoot 22. I shoot a long gun. So the Mauser is a little heavier than what I shoot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that. I told my brother, I was like, I need to shoot my own gun first a little bit, warm up when we actually do that. And he is excited to go shooting. We almost went shooting. So now it's just a matter of him being able to schedule between having his little baby and all that stuff. So, but hopefully we'll be able to figure that out, and we can go ahead and shoot that video. I really want to shoot that video. It's been way too long. He even said, he was like, oh my gosh, because he's got a small little YouTube channel where he's played War Thunder few times. Is it a Mauser, a Car 98? Yes. Is the Mauser a Car 98? Yes. But so the original one is. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to pose with the Car 98, the actual authentic one that my great-grandfather brought back from World War II. Hopefully, I don't know YouTube's guidelines well enough to know if I'll get flagged for the insignia. You guys can go ahead and tell me your theory on that. I mean, it's historic, so I don't know if they would have an issue, because it's the eagle and the swastika and all that. But I'd like to pose with the authentic one, and then I'm going to shoot the Spanish replica, because we don't want to shoot the family heirloom. because, again, it was just stuffed in my great-grandfather's wall for God knows how many years it was in there. He lubed the crap out of that thing, too. It was, like, full of oil and everything. It just, like... And that's why it probably could shoot, but we just don't want to risk it because it's so special to us. Probably cover them to be safe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd probably cover them to be safe. I'll just cover them with, like, my hand or something. Yeah, that's probably the safest move. I agree. I get really confused with that stuff, though, because, like, there's certain things where, like, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, like, it's okay, but then I'm like, I don't know. It's like videos of Helsing seem to be okay. There's a Russian comedy that someone made a little AMV to that's got, like, you know, symbols and stuff, and that seems to be okay. Good he knows about it. You'll be safe, yes. It kicks a little. Hold it right against your shoulder. Yeah, that's what he said. Maybe a towel over your shoulder. Oh, yeah, I could at least do that the first few times so I'll get used to it. And then try that. He might have more guns hidden in his other walls. Have you checked? So, yes. When my uncle actually moved into their old house, and they opened the walls because my great-grandfather built that house himself, and he did all the wiring backwards. So, yes, they opened the walls to fix all the wiring. So, yes, there are no more guns, sadly. The accordion is also gone. We have no idea where the binoculars are. The accordion his son got, because he was the only one who knew how to play accordion, which kind of sucks because, again, I played it a little bit as a kid, but I understand why he got it. I'd be more sad if I found out he sold it, which is a possibility, but I'm too afraid to ask. I don't have that close a relationship. Yes, cover any swastikas. Okay, sounds good. I'll do that. I just think it's like the neatest part about it, though, just because I was explaining before that in World War II, if the Allies got a hold of one of those guns, they usually stamped it out. Like, even a few years ago when my brother and I went to go to a gun shop, we found one, but again, the insignia was stomped out. So it's just such, like, an interesting part of it because it's intact. But yes, understood. It might be slightly insulting. It might be slightly insulting history, but you can cover them with tiny Kuro Legos taped to them for the video. True, but honestly, like, depending, I'll ask my brother what he thinks. If he thinks that the Spanish replica is close enough, I might just pose with that instead, because then I don't even, honestly, that cuts out a whole nother part, because we don't store the Mauser where we store the other guns because it's historic, so we actually store it at another family member's house, so that's another, again, cog in the wheel. So if I'm gonna not just cover that up and that's like the most interesting part, I might just go ahead and use the Spanish one and pose with that and then shoot with it as well, since it won't matter, because it won't matter that doesn't have the insignia. And I remember it being like very, very similar, so I don't even know if you would be able to realize in the video if it would be different or not. Tonk. Oh, yes, the tank. I was I was waiting for a piece to dry. Maybe have a safe censored version on YouTube with a community post leading to uncensored version or pics. So you guys who know Discord better than I do, can I do videos on Discord? Because I'll put an uncensored version on Discord. I've thought of that. I know some people do, like, and I won't say I disagree with this, because I guess that, you know, everyone can do it however they want. I know people, because I watch a lot of figure collecting stuff, who will do, like, they do Patreon and they do, like, the NSFW figures on there. And I just kind of, like, I'm like, that's not the route I want to go with it. I'd rather have the content available personally. But maybe that's because I'm, like, an old school YouTube kind of gal. I don't know. So, but if I can post an uncensored version for you guys on Discord, I'd do that. In Europe, you can't buy models that have them. Really? It's like trying to buy the Dukes of Hazzard with the Rebel flag now. Is that really difficult too? See, I'm so out of touch with all that. It's so funny too. Maybe it's because I'm from the north, so like none of that stuff really affects me as much. Even though you'd think it would, because it's New Jersey, and New Jersey tends to be a little special at times. But, like, as a kid growing up, in regards to the Rebel flag, I never I always just thought, and it's, for the record, I know a car. I pass it every single day actually, because they live on my route to work. Um, they have a rebel flag license plate. I remember that's mostly where I'd see it, was like a license plates, and I always just assumed they were people from the South. I never assumed it meant anything. Wasn't it the state flag of Georgia until like the 2000s or something? To me, it never really meant much to me. People's intent means a lot more than a symbol, in my opinion. So yes, Tonk, I know you want me to build the Tonk, Petunia, but I'm also like a little nervous about this part because I'm a little confused as to what the heck I'm supposed to do at this point. Like I know it wants one of the wheels to go here, and that's not that helpful. Yeah. Did stream die for... Oh no! So it's back for you? I have an error on my end. Do you guys still have an error? Oh. Oh shit. Yeah, then back on? Are you guys actually back? Can you guys answer? I'll give you a second. I mean, I'm about to hop off anyways for my little break, but are you guys back? Yes, then back. Okay, hold on. Crap. Are you guys back? I have a slight dissync in audio and visual, but okay, but for the most part I'm back. Oh, man. It's back and forth. It's the drones! Yep. It's the drones. Give me a second. It's the drones. I agree. Oh, I'm back. I'm back? It's back. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're right. Those drones. They're messing with me. Stupid drones. Who cares if there's a nuke somewhere in New Jersey, which I don't believe anyways. Like, who cares? Go away. For a second there, I thought we got struck for something I said. We were just talking about an hour ago. They came to claim us. Oh, wait, what? It's the drones. Yeah, it's the audio is choppy. Is it still? Darn it. Skynet was here. Okay. Give me a second. I'm betting my husband is home. That's my guess. So I'm gonna log off soon anyways. Refresh the page. We're back? Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna call my husband and see. Hey, are you playing online? Cause I just lost the stream. It's okay. I'm off in 10 minutes. Can you wait 10 minutes? And then I'll come down and hang out with you for an hour? Awesome. Thank you, honey. I love you. Night-night. Okay. Yep, it's normal. Okay, I still have an error on the screen, but my husband was playing maybe something that was online. Otherwise, yeah, we assume it's the drones. Here, let me check on my phone. You sure? It's back, so it's fine. Just refresh the page. It's fine? Okay. Yeah, now it says excellent. So I guess it's delayed on my end. Which, I mean, everything's a little bit delayed. Like, chat is a little bit delayed from what I'm saying. You're seeing it like a second after I'm saying, and I'm seeing your chat a second after that. And okay. We're good. I'm only on for another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to log off for an hour, and then I'll be back. So let me go ahead and show you something real quick. So I was trying to show you this before, and I kept getting sidetracked. So, yeah, those damn drones. It's those freaking drones, man. It's those drones. Stupid drones. I'm going to blame them. I have to blame them. Oh, man. But yeah. So, Oh, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I'm from New Jersey, and we have drones in our skies, apparently, because the government's retarded. Anyways, so, I want to show you guys. So this is a Q Pochet that I was working on. This was my little secret surprise that I probably won't end up working on tonight, but I started making my own Q Pochet for Rosehip. I started this a while ago. I need to fix her hair quite a bit, and I still have to go ahead and paint it so much. So what are you doing after post-stream voice chat party? So at 8, I'm going to go hang out with my husband because he just got off work. So I'm going to hang out with him for an hour, and then I'm going to let him play some video games, and I'm going to be back on stream, and we'll be building some more. I was debating having us work on this while I chat to you, but honestly, I'm not sure I want to do that yet. Like, I kind of want to figure out exactly what I need, and I would have to set up for it. I thought of that after the fact. Of course, I was like, oh, I could do something special, and then I was like, wait a second. No, I can't, because I need to figure out what I want to do, and I don't have any of my stuff here. I only have the tank building stuff. So we'll finish, because, I mean, this is what we got. We got this. We got to deal with this. I can't leave this here like this. So I'll take the break, and then I'll come back in an hour. I'll come back around 9, and I will go ahead and work on this, and I'll be on till 11, maybe 12 if I'm not really tired. I'm not really sure. But yes, I've been working on Rosehip, and... well, I was working on Rosehip, and I will be working on her, and I was thinking of doing some streams, like, working on stuff like this, too. But yeah, she got a big smudge right there. I have to figure that out, but it's pretty cool. So this was an orange Pico, originally. I actually don't know which face this was, but I just sketched out the eyes and stuff. I still was trying to decide if I wanted to do, like, decals, or if I'm painting them. I think I'm gonna just paint them. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. But that was all that was. That was mentioned in the community post that I had some super secret art project on the side, and I was like, oh, I don't think I could do that on the stream right now. But that's what it was. So, anyways, I also was thinking, and I was going to announce this at the New Year's one. I don't know if I can catch the second one. I have to do some filming of my own. Of course, I totally understand. Good luck filming, Tinkers. I'm still on for another 7 minutes if you want to hang around, but totally understand. I still need to get Merchmas Day 21 recorded and edited and uploaded, so that's probably going to happen technically tomorrow morning. And I'm going to try and record most of them tonight, like early, well, I guess in the morning technically, to have them ready just so that way I'm not behind anymore, because I feel bad that I'm behind. I get that, like, you know, life happens and everything, but I still don't want to, like, leave you guys in the dust. I really want to make that very clear. I really enjoy your company. I really enjoy doing this, and it's so much fun for me. So I really want to go ahead and do that. I want to, like, try and keep up on that. I did record a video today of an unboxing that I'm going to see if I can get that edited tomorrow night of, what was it? Tanya. That was it. Because I was trying to do non-Girls in Panzer videos for my unboxings to not overwhelm anyone who's not into Girls in Panzer who's watching my channel. And I see you got glue now. Yes! Look! Okay, so this wasn't the kind that you recommended, Pappy. But they didn't have the kind you recommended. Like, I had it written down. They didn't have that kind. So this was the only other kind. But this stuff's working really good. The Mr. Cement Fast Drying from Hobby Lobby works very well. So thank you for your advice, because it is so much better. You were so right. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wheel in here, maybe. Try our best to, that's for sure. I feel like this isn't really glued well, but that's okay, because that's how I roll. It is very confusing. Oh, no. I did it wrong. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, it is. It's very good. It's working a lot better. Good thing is, though, I could still rip the pieces off when I mess up. So it's forgiving. It's better, but it's forgiving, which is good. Okay, so this part goes there. Oh my goodness. This part's hard just because it doesn't want glue. I'm like trying to figure it out. That's why it's taking so long. I was hoping we could get this whole page done. And maybe we can, like, once I figure out exactly what I'm doing. Because I think I'm just going to have to do this. Maybe I'll have to do this again? Yeah, I think so. We have enough wheels that I think I'm going to have to. So that'll be what we do. But I also don't want to rush it, you know? Okay. I think that I figured out what I did wrong, and we can fix it. Oh, what I was saying before. I think in the new year, I'm going to try on a different day of the week. I'll still try to stream building tanks on Saturdays. But I'm going to try to figure out how to set up my Switch. And I could actually, probably just for an hour, one night a week, some other night, do a live stream where I'm playing Dream Tech Match. Because I would like to play it. I've played it like once on the PlayStation, but I do have it for the Switch. So I have like the BC Freedom Girls and all that. And I would like to play it. So I'm going to see if I can get it set up so I can do that. And I would like to see if any of you would be interesting. Can't get a clear enough zoom in to see if it's the instructions or parts. Oh, I think I figured it out. I think I got it. I mean, it's definitely confusing, but I think I got it. So we're good. Hopefully. I think I figured out what my mistake was. I still could be wrong, but we're gonna go for it and hope that I'm right. Because I'm pretty sure I am. I remember the tweezers this time, Pappy Tinkers. I remembered it. Aren't you proud of me? I'm just, everything's falling out of my hands. I think I need a break at this point. Oh my goodness. But yes, so if you are interested, I will be back on in a little bit. Dream Tank Match has some really cute character interactions. Really like the dialogue for the game only scenes. Oh, for the game only scenes. Yes, I could read that properly. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of, we played a little bit of it on the PlayStation. I remember I really liked the Hetzer, actually. I really liked playing that. Yes, you're a talented lady, LOL. Oh, thanks. But, yeah, we played a little bit of it on the PlayStation. I can't think of how far we got. I remember one mission was kicking my butt. I don't remember which one it was. But that might have been because I was trying to get all the Bocos or whatever. So, but yeah, I would play it. I'm not, let me be very clear. Unless we're talking like Left 4 Dead, I'm not good at video games, but I've been playing them since I was really little and I really enjoy them. So, yeah, that's my story of gaming, I guess. My story of gaming, my background of gaming. There we go. That might sound a little better. But yeah. But yes. So, and then we can decide if there's anything else you guys want me to play. Because, I mean, I like lots of things. I don't really use my Switch that much. You have it on PlayStation 4. Oh, 1v1. You're going to kick my butt, Motto. I said I played it like twice. I mean, dude. I would, but you're to kick my butt. Left 4 Dead is a good choice to specialize in. So I originally, when I got my Xbox, I got the Xbox 360 and I only had enough money. So my parents didn't buy us like big things like that, like big ticket items, you know, as a kid. So if you wanted something like that, you had to buy it yourself, was the deal. So like they were like, you're not getting a TV in your room. Well, what if I buy it? Then you could get it. So since I was babysitting since I was like 10, I used to save my money, bought my own TV, bought my own Xbox 360 in like 6th or 7th grade or whatever. And so I had that, but I only could afford one game. So I bought Left 4 Dead because I had played it on my dad's PC, and he used to have LAN parties, hooking up all his laptop to his two friends, and they used to just game and play Left 4 Dead. So fair. Oh, looks like we just lost the stream again. Did we lose it? Yeah. On my end, it's saying we lost the stream. Again. Why does it do that? Drones. I'm gonna put that in the chat, because maybe you guys... Oh! Jesus, what the freak was that? What did I do? Are you sure you want... Yes. What did I do? Still alive on my end, which is weird. Okay, well, that's good. Sorry about the random text I just put on the screen. I started writing a chat to you guys, then I went to go to the stream. Apparently, I dragged it. You got struck by the drones. I did. It still shows an error. I don't know. But, anyways, I'm gonna go for now. I will be back on around 9, so like in an hour. If you guys want to go do something for an hour, or if you're done for the night, have a good night. All these streams always go up afterwards, so don't feel bad if you miss them. The only thing is I monetize them afterwards, so you might get stuck watching a commercial. Sorry. But I don't do that prior because I don't want you guys to have to miss anything to enjoy the stream. I don't believe in that. So, anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night. If I don't see you back at 9, if I do see you back at 9, we'll continue building this sucker, and I'll continue probably gluing my fingers. So, hopefully, the drones will not interfere anymore. Alright, have a good one. I'll see you guys soon.